Hello everyone, welcome to Magical Me. I'm Jamie Mendez, spiritual intuitive and oracle, and today I am here with my weekly Moonday oracle message. This is a message using oracle cards as well as my own intuitive abilities for the collective good. So I will explain what that means for anybody who is new to my page. I probably should make sure, I don't know if everybody can hear me. I didn't have my headphones in, so let me just make sure everybody can hear me before I continue to go on. I see a couple of you popping in right now. Hi, Heather, Dawn, Bridget, Karen. Welcome. I'm just gonna put my headphones in so it's better sound quality for everybody. Hi, I'm Jay. Happy Moonday. How's everybody doing today? Can you hear me better? Hi, Carmela. Oh, great. Well, I might have a little something special today, so I figured, it's best to make sure, because we are moving this week, we are actually moving into full moon energy, which the gateway is just about open. We're moving into the full moon energy as well as the spring equinox on Wednesday. So because I will not be here, I decided if there's time for it, I probably am going to try to do a full moon transmission this evening. You can do that now. You can do it again on the day of. It doesn't hurt. So yeah, I feel like it's just going to kind of flow out of me because I know that I'm not going to be able to do it on Wednesday for sure. But yeah, so we'll see where we go with that. But as long as everybody can hear me better. Hi, Heather. I might be in and out. Oh, no. Well, I hope that you can stay and hang out for as long as you're able, at least. Hi, Judy. Welcome. Yeah. Yeah. Aw, you're so silly. Thank you, Karen. Hi, Angie. Did I miss anybody else? I don't think so. So really quick, for those of you who are unfamiliar with my work or my page, what is Moonday? Is the day of the week, Monday, but Moonday is the ancient name for this day of the week because back before there were solar calendars, each day of the week actually was associated, and still is, it doesn't change, associated with a planet or, an astrological body as well. So Moonday is dubbed that because Monday is actually the day of the week that was associated with Moonday, and it was the actual original name. Working with the energy of the moon, which we're going to be doing anyway, is all about connecting with the divine feminine aspect of self, divine feminine aspect of source. And so it's about connecting with the more intuitive nature, our ability to connect with the unseen, with our divinity. And so this is a great day for doing divination. So I like to use my oracle cards as well as my own intuitive abilities to call forth a message of higher guidance for all of us as one. So what that means is this is not a personalized individual reading for anybody watching. It is an overall generalized reading message for us as one, because we all are, while we are experiencing life, our own individual journeys, we are still all connected. We are all a one consciousness. So that means that even though it may affect one person or resonate with one person one way, it could have a completely different message and resonate with someone in a completely different way, but the message was taken and received nonetheless, and no less importantly. So this message I call forth is, again, for the highest and greatest good. Nothing negative ever comes through these readings. I do offer personal private readings. If you are interested in having a personalized session with me, you can do that by checking out the services on my page and see what sort of readings I offer, as well as the different healing sessions, and readings are able to be done just like I'm doing here today. So space and time does not stop me. It is energetic, so we are able to do readings this way as well. So with that said, the reading again is set for the week. So what do we most need to know this week? What's the theme or the underlying current? What it is that's coming up to the surface for all of us, and it helps us to have, when we have an awareness, it helps us to really be able to go with the flow of the energy of the week versus kind of feeling out of sorts, swimming against the current. It really does assist us in knowing what we can do to best make use of the energy. Hi, Kim. Hi, Lynette. Hi, Laura. Welcome. Hi, Laura Scott. Oh, MJ, thank you for sharing, sweetheart. I appreciate that. Much love to you. Hi, Heather. Oh, perfect, Carmela, thanks. I'll tell Bobby I said hello. Bobby is Carmela's husband, who we cannot see his beautiful, his wonderful Facebook face. But hello, Bobby. All right. Did I miss anything? Um, you are new here, Kim. Well, welcome. I do hope that you enjoy what you find here. So every Monday, or at least as long as natural order and divine timing allows me, I do try to come on here on Mondays to do my oracle message for the collective, for all of us. And then after the message, I like to pull a mudra, which I'll talk a little bit about when we get there, to assist us in getting through the energy of the week and really kind of taking the power into our hands and not only hearing the message, understanding it, but really having a way to start putting it into action and helping ourselves in that regard. But today is a special moon day, and that's because the full moon is on Wednesday, as well as the spring equinox. So the equinox is a time of equality. It's equal light, equal night. So it is a point where the daylight and the dark hours are equal, and there is none dominating the other, if you will. So we have been in a time where the dark is we're kind of slowly building back up to the light, if you will. So the light is kind of trying to battle its way into dominance. And so what happens within the universe and within the seasons is a exact mirror or replica of what happens within us. And so when you understand that, it helps you to have a better idea of how, one, to kind of go with the flow of the energy, but how what is going on within the world or within nature, within the universe, is happening within yourself as well. So I don't know about all of you, but maybe you have noticed as we move into this time of balance, the shadowy things that have been coming back up for us again, cycles, the patterns and things for us to acknowledge, fears, old behaviors, maybe old patterns, kind of coming back up for us to sift through. Interestingly, we are also in Mercury retrograde, which is a time to really reflect and reevaluate those things that are coming up to the surface right now, to have that better understanding of how to do things differently and what you can be doing different. Oh, thank you, Kim. That's such a sweet thing to say. Thank you. So with that said, because I'm not going to be here on Wednesday, I figured today would be a great time to do a full moon heart healing transmission. So I call them heart transmissions. I'm going to talk a little bit more about them because it is directly from my heart to yours, utilizing light language and sound healing. So light language is the language literally of light, and it is my own soul's divinity communicating a message. Basically, it's like my divine self bringing forth a powerful message to assist us in sharing light code that will assist in activating, healing, downloading, your own light codes to help activate you. And basically, in a nutshell, it's for personal ascension. And so when I do them like this, it is to assist everyone that is listening. And it does not matter when you are listening. So if you are listening on replay, months from now, you're getting exactly what you need, exactly when you most need it. All right. So with that comes a little bit of vocal toning, but because it's the full moon energy and the equinox, I have a little something. I'm going to do a guided visualization. So I don't know if any of you, and most of you probably did, tuned in back in February's full moon when I did my first full moon transmission. A lot of you really, really enjoyed it. So I decided to continue with that, and I will be guiding us through a little bit of a visualization based on what this full moon is bringing up, as well as the powerful equinox. And really, it's a time of bringing our self into oneness. last week's Moonday, I talked all about integration. You heard me keep saying that word over and over and over again. That's what we're moving into with the balancing, with the equinox, is the equal light, equal dark. So it is about bringing that within ourselves into oneness. So I'll do a little bit of a visualization, walking everybody through that. And then I will more than likely at some point go into the light language or vocal toning. All right. Hello, Melissa. Welcome. Hi, Liz. Welcome. Hi, Hannah. Oh, Heather. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for saying those things. Very sweet. Hi, Robin. Okay. So with that said, I'm really going to do a quick rundown of news and announcements. I don't want to get us too caught up since we have the meditation and stuff. But this week at Oracles of the Light, so those of you who are new to my page, go on over and check out my other page that I have with my two sisters of light, Oracles of the Light. And you can probably see and find us from some of the events on my page too, because they're all kind of linked. But Oracles of the Light is the business that I have with my two sisters, soul sisters of light. And this week, this Friday, we have literally 4 tickets left. That's it. 4 tickets left on Friday, the 22nd. We have renowned psychic medium Lori Moore coming back to Oracles, and she will be doing a in-person medium gallery. So every single guest is guaranteed a reading. So that means you get to ask a question when your number gets called, and you will be called. And you get to ask a question whether or not you would like to communicate with a loved one that has crossed over and passed on. You can ask specifically to have a message from them. But if you do not wish to communicate with a loved one, but you would like a little bit more personalized guidance, or what Lori refers to as a psychic question, you can ask her something in that regard, whether it's about life guidance, spiritual guidance. I've asked her questions about my personal spirit guides and what, who was coming forward and what they wanted me to know. And so it was really beneficial too there. So you aren't limited. You can ask one or the other. But, the questions is completely up to you what you want to ask. And she is phenomenal at what she does. Lori has been featured on Animal Planet's The Haunted. She's done 3 episodes with them, and she's also assisted in helping police actually solve some crimes and some things in that regard. So she's really good. The event is on our page. They're $33 for tickets. And again, we only have 4 left. So if you're interested, pop on over to the events on Magical Me as well as on Oracles of the Light and take advantage of this one time, because I'm not sure when Lori will be back. So jump in on now. All right. Anything else? Let's see. Nothing else this week. But March 31st, Oracles are hosting our first in-person shadow workshop. So shadows are all about the part of ourselves that are the more, the behaviors, patterns, feelings, thoughts, emotional wounds that we carry with us that we don't want to acknowledge, that we don't usually deal with. And what happens when we don't deal with our shadows is that they eventually either implode or explode. And so it's a really important part of our healing journey to not acknowledge just the light, just the good behaviors. It is a really important part of our personal evolution and healing to embrace your shadows and to understand why they're there and to hear them, to give them a voice so that they can be released and healed and you can move forward. So we have some really cool things that we will be doing at the shadow workshop. We are also going to be giving away a shadow kit to assist people in working on their own with their own shadow work, because it's a constant work in progress. We're never really done. So if you're interested, the events are posted. You can read more information about that again on Magical Me and Oracles of the Light. And that is it for the month of March. But April 6th, Oracles of the Light are celebrating our 1-year anniversary, and we wanted to celebrate with everybody that has assisted in helping us to achieve a very incredible, successful first year in business together. So we are having a free party at Black and Blue Restaurant and Lounge in Easton, Pennsylvania. The event is there posted on our page. We're going to be doing some giveaways, playing some fun games. There will be food. Black and Blue has amazing meals amazing drinks. And so we will be there. We will also have a beautiful friend of mine, Lynn Murphy from Enchanted Healings, will be there doing angel card readings as well as medium readings. So if you are interested, check it all out. Events are posted, and we do hope to see you there, because what better way to celebrate our 1 year but to celebrate with those people that mean so much to us and that have supported us all year long. Okay. And I think that's it. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Fred. Welcome. Trista, welcome. Oh, thanks, beautiful. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get into the reading then. See if we can just move it right along. All right. So I've really been digging the Dragon deck this week. I've been doing a lot of work with it myself. It's not a new one, but it's an amazing one. So if you do not have this in your collection, Oracle of the Dragon Fae by Lucy Cavendish. I love this. All right. So let's see what guidance comes forward this week for the collective good. The week of March 18th, 2019. This card has really been making itself known this week for me on a personal level. So it's pretty awesome that it's jumping forward for the collective too. So it's a 14, and I'm going to talk about that for a second. It's a number 5. 5, now I'm not a numerologist. I'm just going to put that out there right now. But numbers speak to me. And so I've listened to... One, I have a little bit of an understanding with working with numbers because I have a tarot background, but also because they hold vibration, frequency, and with that comes messages all in their own. So the 5 to me represents big changes coming through. All right. It's also the number of expansion and growth and travel. Sometimes 5 can represent obstacles or challenges that are put in our placed in our path, but not in a negative way. Even though it can seem it on the surface, it's more placed there to teach you something, to help you overcome it. So what happens when we find a way around an obstacle is that we've successfully achieved something in doing so. So it's about learning the lessons that might be presented, but also about building you up and making you stronger. So pushing you into a different direction even. So think about expansion, growth, travel. All right. Travel sometimes, not literally, it could be the metaphorically, which is taking you from one state to a next, which happens with growth and evolution. All right. So the card is the Green Lady of Idreguk, Chosen One. I love this card. It might be one of my favorites in the deck. There's one other one. So because it's called the Green Lady, there's a green dragon, beautiful green looking goddess here. I gotta talk all about green. So funny enough, yesterday was St. Patrick's Day, which is all about the green. But the green to me signifies not only connecting with the earth, but and the strong, deep earth energy. That comes with that is healing, renewal, restoration, but also heart chakra. And heart chakra is that space of, one, your inner divinity, but also when it is functioning in a healthy way, when it is when it's not blocked, I should say, it does allow us to give love freely, and it does allow us to receive love freely. And that is the ultimate purpose. It really is. The whole point of this thing is love. So it's about returning to love and oneness. So interestingly, when we're going to do an integration of the two polarities of the self, so masculine and feminine, the integration of higher self and lower self, where it does happen, where everything comes to balance, is center, right within your heart. So the card itself is Chosen One. So I feel like this is reminding you of your majesty, of your magnificence this week, to not doubt the capabilities. Are you up for the job? Are you up to the challenge? Are you worthy? Are you good enough? These are things that run across all of our minds from time to time, myself included, where sometimes we question what we feel, what we think we know, what we believe. Sometimes we question if we are capable, if we are worthy. And I tell you now, those are shadows. Those are they're emotions that are fear-based. And at some point in time, possibly programmed through experience in this lifetime or a different one. But for whatever the reason, those shadows can no longer, they're keeping us in a place of the lower self. They aren't allowing us, when we indulge them, they do not allow us to rise into our truth, to rise into our magnificence. So the dragon and the lady come forward to tell all of us that you are the chosen one. Whatever that means or applies to in your life this week, it is you. You're the one chosen for the task. You're the one chosen for the job. You are the one chosen to be your unique, majestic self. There is nothing that says you are not qualified except your own shadows and fears. So this week, it is about realizing and recognizing the power of the one, the power of you being in oneness within you, which goes right in accordance with the equinox as we bring ourselves into alignment, as we integrate lower self and higher self. So the meditation that I want to do with us, or the visualization I really should say, that I want to do with us today is actually for just that. It is about leaving the old state behind and entering the new, but not before bringing the two together into one. So we're actually going to be working with this today, so it's really powerful. Again, I want to go back to the heart. Hi, Janet, Caitlin, and Sandy, welcome. Lori, welcome. So anything that you missed, you guys can catch back on replay. It will be available after the live is done, okay? But thank you so much for being here, and everything is always divine timing, so you're here exactly when you need to be. So the heart chakra again. So sometimes, now we do need a balance within everything. So we need a balance between mind and heart, okay? But at the same time, do not let one or the other run amok. So when your mind is the one that tells you you are not good enough. You're not qualified. You're not capable. You're not lovable. You aren't accurate in what you believe or what you feel. That's your mind. And sometimes the mind, it plays tricks on us. So this week, remember the green, not just for the St. Patrick's Day and the Irish. Remember the green of your heart. Remember that your heart speaks truth. Follow your own heart's guidance. Don't question. I like to tell everybody and my students when I teach oracle card reading, I tell them the way to get the most accurate information from their highest self is by going with the initial feeling or that entered your mind or that you felt within your heart within the first 5 seconds. Anything after that becomes logical thinking, and we begin to try to analyze and rationalize, and that actually takes us away from the truth. That's us trying to fit something in a box, trying to wrap our brains and or some of our third dimensional minds around it. It's about thinking and feeling from the heart center and going with that. So if you know, but you just don't know how you know, listen to it. It's truth. Follow your heart. With that said, give love freely this week and allow yourself to, in balance, receive love freely at the same time. All of this goes hand in hand with bringing ourselves into a state of oneness. Okay? Oh, Judy. Is it your heart that gets you in trouble? Or is it emotions? There's a little bit of a difference, a very fine line. But your true heart will never get you into trouble. And you know what? It doesn't matter. If we love and fall down, if we love and it's not reciprocated, we're not meant to shut down. We're meant to love and be love and give love and pick ourselves back up and love again. All right? So really, it's never wrong to love, even if it's not reciprocated. Okay? Hi, Lindsay and Laura. Welcome back. All right, so now we're going to go into the mudra. So I hope that assists everybody. If it doesn't make sense right now, hold on to it. You do not know what is going to develop this week, this powerful week of transformation. I will tell you personally that I've received quite a few messages for my own self. And I also threw my back out last Tuesday. And gradually, it's slowly getting better. But little by little, I'm still having this pain. Well, I think I threw my back out. I don't actually recall doing it. But all I know is that 1 second the pain wasn't there, 1 second it was. When I asked, what is it that I'm doing? Because I understand that everything that we take on physically first comes to us metaphysically. So I asked, for my own guidance, what is it that's going on with me? What am I holding on to that's not allowing me to release this pain? What did I do to attract it to me? Is it a feeling? Is it a thought? Something emotional? Is it something mental? What did I do? And I'm not really getting clear messages. The only thing clear about it was everything is going to shift after the full moon equinox. That this full moon equinox is going to be the difference between yesterday and tomorrow. It's going to be huge. So I know that kind of tells me it's more metaphysical. There's something maybe transformational, transitional, cellular, something going on there in that regard. So I've learned to just accept, allow my body the rest that it needs, and just go with the flow versus trying to resist it. Okay? So with that said, it might not make sense this week about the chosen one, but it should by the end of the week. So keep it in mind and hold on to it. All right? All right. Oh no, Lynette. You're not the only one. I've heard a couple people saying it. So much love to you with those. Definitely always sit down, guys. I think it's a great, since this is coming up. And Lynette, iolite. If you do not have iolite, give it a try. It usually is one of the only things that helps me with those energy headaches when they come in. But this is a great week to tune in. I might have talked about it last week too. Tune into your body. Listen to your body. When it starts being a little funky, even if it's not being a little funky, but just tune in. It's very important to do so at least once a week. I try to tune in every day with myself, and sometimes that's unrealistic. I get that. But tune in and ask your body, especially when it's acting up a little bit, what do you need? What is it that you need that I'm not currently doing for you, or that I'm not currently giving you? And listen to the first thing that enters your mind. Even if it sounds silly, listen to it. It could be like strawberries. And you might giggle and be like, oh my God, that's silly. What am I talking about? But no, really, it might be your higher self's way of saying fruit. I need fresh fruit. I need more vegetables. It could be sunlight. It could be orange juice. It's your higher self will communicate with you in ways that are unique to yourself. But don't rule out whatever comes in, and take what comes to you like that. All right? All right. Hi, Leanne. Oh, no problem, sweetheart, but thanks for trying to pop in. Oh, that's okay, Laura. Trying to catch back these comments. I don't want to miss anything with anybody. Angie says, and if it does, it's trouble that needed to be dealt with. Yeah. Amen, sister. That is true. If something comes up to the surface and it seems like it's trouble, oftentimes it was something that needed to be dove into and dealt with and then acknowledged and released. So Nothing is ever really wrong or an accident. All right, let's see if I missed anything else. Trista says, cannot wait for the equinox full moon retrograde to end. Yes, oh my goodness. Great time to ask, though, what we have learned in this cycle of retrograde. Do I follow anything about Planet X and the predictions coming up? I do not. Not because I don't choose to, because I just really haven't had it come up to me where I've been like, oh, Jamie, sit down and pay attention to this. Every now and then articles or something will pop across my vision, or maybe if I'm on Facebook or on the internet or something. I know I recently saw something that scientists prove something about Planet X, but it wasn't one of those things that was like, Jamie, you must read this right now. So I didn't read it. I get that. Sometimes it'll be like, Jamie, read this right now. But it did not. So unfortunately, no, but not out of choice, just because it really hasn't, it hasn't called me to. Okay. Laughing out loud, the chalice well. Thanks, Spirit. What about the chalice well? I missed it. Sorry. Okay, Muja. Yes, Muja time. So yeah, Aya Light, Lynette, if you have it already. Yeah, Angie has some comments on that. I really personally cannot say either way. I don't know. And I don't want to say I know something when I don't. Okay. All right, my loves. Let's move into working with our mudra this week so we can get into the meditation. So once again, I've decided to work with the mudras for awakening the energy body. No, I'm sorry. This is not for awakening the energy body. This one is for awakening the 5 elements by Alison de Nicola, though she has both. Okay. Okay. Well, it would make sense with the time, Lynette. So yes, so this deck has mudras that basically just help you for, especially if you're a beginner. When I first started working with mudras, I really didn't have any idea. I just knew Spirit was like, mudras, here. And I really didn't know much about them. So I just started working with the sister deck to this one. And it's really been life-changing. I love working with mudras. And I've got my children working with them. I've got our kids for Magical Minds working with them. I had my husband, who is so non-spiritual, working with them through some headaches and things that he had come up. They really are so powerful. The word mudra is Sanskrit. It actually translates to seal. So it is a seal of power, really, that when you create these seals with your hands, they actually, I should say, combined with breathing and intention, it allows us to channel energy into our energy centers. Now, each mudra is connected to either one or many, if not all, energy centers, also known as chakras. And so what that does is allows us to channel energy into those centers for the alleviation of physical pain, ailments, and illnesses. Also for the alleviation of or releasing of emotional blocks and clearing. It works also on the mental body for releasing mental blocks, limited beliefs, fears. And then also works on our spiritual or light body to assist in expansion, consciousness expansion, awareness, illumination, and enlightenment. So they are incredibly powerful. The ancients have worked with mudras for thousands of years, and they are still very much worked with in today's day by many different cultures, by many different people in many different practices. So they really can assist you in many ways in your life. So definitely check them out, work with them a little bit more. Even if you don't know, you can just Google mudra for back pain or mudra for grounding, mudra for releasing a fear. You see what I'm saying? So you can always look them up. All right. Where do I learn more about that? Kim says. The mudras? I just want to be sure before I answer your question. Trista says, this retrograde has brought me back to my spirituality. I kind of taken a break without it being on purpose, people hitting me up with the cleanser. Oh, there you go. Bringing you back to, reflecting and bringing you back to what you need to maybe release a little bit of the monkey brain and I heard busy work, but yeah. Okay, yes, mudras. So these decks are incredibly helpful for beginners, Kim. They're relatively inexpensive. It just depends. I think I've paid about $20 for each deck. You can get them on Amazon. You can probably get them sometimes if you're lucky at a local New Age or spiritual store. But if not, like I said, Googling mudras definitely assisted me when sometimes I'd be like, I catch myself doing them without knowing which ones I'm doing, and so I would look them up. But Angie, do you know any specific maybe books that would help out with connecting for a beginner with mudra? So busy. I believe it. That's what I heard. I heard busy work. Oh no, Kim. I'm so sorry to hear that. Incurable brain condition. Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, definitely give it a try and see if anything like that will assist. I mean, you really never know. Miracles happen every day. I will not be, disclaimer, I cannot say it's a guaranteed, but it might aid in something, in some sort of discomfort. If not, even just for you, the stress relief and rest and the worry and the fear that comes up with all of that, I can only imagine as a mother, sweetheart. So I would definitely check out a little bit more. Hi, Bree. Welcome. Well, you are in perfect timing for the mudra. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get into it. So what I like to do is I actually pull the mudra to go hand in hand with the message for the week. So it will assist us, even if it's like, how do I apply the message that Jamie said this week? Sometimes working with the mudra just naturally helps us to apply it. All right, so it's literally taking power into our own hands. We do this together. If you choose not to, that's okay. Sometimes, because mudras are so incredibly powerful, that sometimes they do come with a caution that if you experience certain ailments within your physical body, it can tend to overstimulate that area. So you just get like a word of caution. You might not want to use it if you suffer from it. But if the mudra has a caution, they always say, and I will let you know. All right. Kim, check out Angie Walters' comments because she works a little bit more than I do with the mudras. So she would have, she's got some books that she's recommending right here. Okay. All right. So let's see what mudra comes forward for the collective good for the week of March 18th, 2019. Look at that. 11, which is like the gateway. Balance, because it is a 2. It is about manifesting. It is about receiving as well as setting intention. But you've got receptivity, and it is the Pala mudra. Root chakra has been coming up all week, especially for myself. But I've heard a lot, like when I'm reading something or I'm looking at something, it's root chakra, root chakra, root chakra. My own crystal for the day was hematite, which is root chakra. So interestingly, when you want to work with releasing fear, feeling, how do I want to word this? When you don't feel protected, safe, stable, when you don't feel like you have a stable foundation to grow on. Those are all fears that reside within the root chakra when it's an unbalanced or blocked root chakra. So in order for us to rise, we do have to release that and release the lower self. I don't know how I want to word this. Emotions. The limiting ones. So you want to be able to rise, and exactly what the card is doing. It's about bringing us into balance with higher and lower self here. So it's about being open to receive. So this mudra assists with tranquility, emotional ease, and calmness. It releases stress and muscular contraction. Oh my goodness, I think I need this one. My back. Supports reproductive, digestive, and eliminatory systems. Reduces blood pressure. So maybe word of caution, it doesn't say caution, but if you have low blood pressure already, if this reduces low blood pressure, obviously this is one you might want to be careful with. It cultivates a sense of calm and wholeness. All right. When did just now, Brie, or have you been using it? And Angie says Pala is Buddha's, is it begging bowl? Angie, am I reading that right? Surrender. There we go. That's been my word for the week. Surrender and accept. So its element is earth. So what we do is we cup the left hand facing upward. Oh, okay. Cup the left hand facing up. Okay, up, up, like that. All right. So it's obviously going to be on the bottom. Right hand is going to be facing downward. And these are going to be just above the belly. Okay. So right out in front of your belly. And have your hands gently touching the body. All right. Relax your shoulders and lengthen your spine. So again, it's going to look like this. Left hand down, right hand up. Look at that perfect balance, giving and receiving, because left hand is giving and left hand is receiving, right hand is giving. So look at that balance we've got going on. So as if holding a bowl, yeah, that's what Angie says, as if holding a bowl right in front of your stomach, gently touching. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose. And release as you blow the breath out of your mouth. Channeling the energy and the breath into your hands and the area of your stomach where your hands are. Again, take a nice deep breath in through your nose. And release. One more breath in. And release. And you can state, I open to receive calmness throughout my body and mind. I open to receive calmness throughout my body and mind. One more time. I open to receive calmness throughout my body and my mind. And so it is. And you can open your eyes. And that's it. So I'm going to take a picture of this mudra and I will post it on my page after the live is done tonight. And this way you can feel free to save it to your phone, save it to your computer, work with it all week long until next Monday. It is only going to assist you in the transitions that are occurring this week. All right. Hi, Kathleen. Welcome. You did miss the Moonday message and we just finished the mudra, but you can catch that back on replay. And right now, I'm actually going to do a little something special. Yeah, Brie, oh, that's fantastic. Good. And it's wonderful because we are going to go right into the full moon equinox visualization and heart transmission that I'm going to do this evening with all of us. So I will explain really quickly what light language is for anybody who does not know. So once again, when I do transmissions, more and more I have been being guided to connect with my own soul and my ancestral lineage to pull forth healing transmissions that actually come out in the form of sound. And sound is the number one, I should say, like the best modality for healing to occur. So light language is literally a language of light. The sounds come out in a language that is specific to each and every individual who does speak it. And essentially everybody can. It's just a matter of tapping into it, and your own personal, or if you are guided to or whatnot, if it's part of your journey, part of your path. But essentially every single one of us has a language that is our own signature communication with our own highest self or divinity, as well as God or goddess source energy. So it's our personal language. And when we pull this forth, it comes directly from our heart, from the higher heart. And so it comes out in what sounds like a different language, but the sound actually is light code and sacred geometric shapes that assist in downloading those codes for activation, healing, and even ascension in our own, or in your own light body, as long as you are open to receiving. There goes that word again, receptivity. So if you are open to receive, this does not violate any free will or personal boundaries. That's not what this is about. It is just for assisting the process of activation, healing, or ascension. And so if you're open to receive, all you have to do is say, I am open to receiving the healing or light transmission that Jamie is offering. You can say that to yourself. You can comment with it, whatever you choose. If you are not open, that is quite all right. It's personal for every single person. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to guide you through a little visualization, and we're going to breathe a little bit beforehand and get us nice and grounded and relaxed. Guide you through a visualization so that we can bring ourselves into a harmonic balance. And then I will probably go into the language when I'm guided. Okay. Hi, Jason. You're in perfect timing. Just getting ready to do a little something for the full moon and for the equinox. Angie actually dropped in the comments, for everybody interested, the mantra, which is a chant basically that you can repeat that goes hand in hand with this particular mudra. Okay? Oh, no problem. Thank you for doing that, Angie. I greatly appreciate that. All right. So here we go. Maybe I should use a little sound. Sorry, I hear something. No? Okay. Thought I heard my name. All right. So everybody, just get yourselves nice and relaxed. Close your eyes and just take a nice deep breath in and breathe in the sound of the bowl. Release. One more time. Nice deep breath in. Release. Again. Just breathe in the sound. Now, I'd like you to call in your highest self and ask your highest yourself to assist you in any healing or integration or activation work that needs to occur today. Ask to be shielded and protected from anything that is not in alignment with your own divinity. Before you, I'd like you to envision a dark sky, loitered with shining and illuminated stars scattered throughout this dark sky. Above you, a radiant white glow coming from the full moon, nestled within the starry landscape. Just before you, you sit at the edge of rippling water, and within the water's surface, you see the reflection of the full moon above you, as though there was a mirror shining down, casting the very same night sky with the full moon both above and below. See the white glow shining down from the moon, casting its magical glow down upon you. And as you breathe in, you can feel the glow of the moon filling your entire auric field, filling your entire body. And as you begin to absorb this magical glow of the moon, you become aware that from below you begin to absorb the glow from the magical moon in the reflection beneath you. The two lights in radiant glow from both moons move in a way that begins to form a figure 8 around you, like two moonlit serpents rising from below, gliding downward from above, constantly moving and forming above and below as you sit within a glowing infinity. Below you represents the world of what life has been up to this point. What is it that you are choosing to release of that old world? What is it that is no longer serving you or your highest potential? Allow those things to fall away beneath you into the water below. Casting them away as you unburden yourself, becoming more and more weightless as you begin to rise through the top portion of the infinity. This is the new. This is the new world that waits on the other side of those things that you have released. Can you see those things that you wish to give birth to in this new life? As those things begin to fall away over and over again beneath you, you begin to rise higher as though you begin to float on top of the water's surface, elevated by the radiant glow of the moon above. And you find yourself at a point of reset, a point of balance. This is 0 point, where nothing exists from below and nothing exists from above. Everything just is. And now you are ready to enter this new timeline, this new world, free from all the burdens and constraints of the past, of the old. And so if you accept and you are ready, as though you could float and swim through the air, through the energy, you begin to move into the top portion of the infinity, into the higher sky, rising towards the higher moon. And you begin to transform. It ashmet ayat usher anat I imyar atishi inara irotoshi imi ar onat ish im verot ush ar yanot yarat ish em ar yanot ir mar ash ir unak im ar ish inat ar yat ush imar yarat ar yaronot yaram ish in at ish Arat ush yarot umar anat esh im an irot anat erm ar vi anat ish im ar yanot ish ir yarot ush arat im ar inat ver ir. Take a deep breath in and allow the light code to begin to absorb and move and enter into your own auric field, moving into your own heart, moving into and merging with your own DNA, your cells as they begin to mutate and shift. As you rise higher, you begin to feel your physical body coming into connection with your higher self, merging until the two meet in the center of your heart. And you feel your divinity. You remember your divinity. And you go forward, living in the physical as a divine being of love and of light. Ishianat irmatesh iar, akeshini aromat irmateshin, akeshi ar, aretishim ar, ianot iar, you osh, arat ayamat ir, anat esh. And so it is. And when you're ready, you can come back to center. Come back into your physical body. And you can open your eyes when you're ready. And so it is. All right, everybody. Hi, Gwyneth, and hi, Donna. Hi, Lisa. So thank you, everybody, for participating and tuning in to not only the Oracle message for the week, but also for the live transmission. I do hope that it assists you. Feel free to play this back on the actual full moon equinox, and you can work with this again if you feel necessary. I hope that it helps everybody, and much love and blessings to you throughout the week. And I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful equinox. Oh, you are so very welcome. Oh, good. Oh, Bree says her receiving hand is still tingling. Wonderful. Good. All right, everybody. Thank you for allowing me to do that. Love and magical blessings throughout the rest of the week, and I will see you soon.